Good morning, everybody. My name is Mark Sage, and as Christine said, I'm the Executive Director of the AREA. The AREA is the only global membership alliance helping to accelerate the adoption of enterprise AR by creating a comprehensive ecosystem, and I'll talk a little bit about what we're doing a bit later. Really excited to be here at AWE EU. I've been to AWE US as well, and an opportunity to speak to you, and please keep coming in and sitting down, enjoying yourself. So my talk will be about the current status of the enterprise AR ecosystem, some of the key use cases, and what the AREA members are doing collectively to improve and increase its awareness. So we all know that companies, to survive in a global economy, need to operate at peak performance as competition is fierce. To survive, companies are looking at technology and business solutions to make real, tangible differences, and the use of augmented reality is one of many. There are a number of key business problems that can be successfully solved by using augmented reality, and I'm sure you're going to hear lots of different examples over the duration of the conference. But I'd like to just outline a few of the generic benefits. So AR can improve performance by presenting only the latest, most relevant and contextual information and data when it's needed. Helping by reduced resource costs by enabling experts to be at the disposal of the entire workforce. And you can benefit from real-time compliance by capturing, recording, and certifying processes immediately. To support the increase in performances, companies are looking to become more efficient, basically to do more with less resources, and AR can certainly help with this objective. Let's again look at some examples. It can be reducing time and improving efficiency in infrequent and complex tasks, preventing human error and miscalculation, and lowering the impact of task interruptions and errors, a bit like we heard from Coca-Cola this morning. The AR ecosystem is made up of a number of segments, each one important. And within the AREA, we reflect what is happening in the ecosystem through our members. So we have a number of enterprise members who are aware of the benefits of AR and undertaking research and pilots and implementing projects. So some examples include Bosch, and you heard Jürgen this morning, Boeing, Newport News Shipbuilding, and Lockheed Martin. The area provider section, the middle part, are developing services, software, and hardware solutions for the AR ecosystem. So lots of the main players, including PTC, Upskill, Scope AR, just to name a few, and we're very proud of the number of provider members we have. And we also believe it's really important that the non-commercial segment, like universities, public research institutes, and agencies who are delivering quality research and pushing the boundaries of AR technology are brought into this ecosystem, so we support them as well. So there are benefits to be gained, but still AR is not a mainstream technology. There are still a few problems. So why is this? Well, the industry is still in its infancy, and to use the famous Gartner's hype cycle model, AR is still in the trough of disillusionment. But by talking to the AREA members and enterprise members, one of the problems is that there's not enough information for executives to make confident and informed investment decisions to use AR, or at least to go beyond pilot and smaller proof of concept projects. From an AR provider perspective, it's still difficult to find potential customers. At this stage, customers have limited understanding of the benefits of AR, which means a lot of education to be done by the provider, which leads to difficult, drawn-out, and long sales cycles. So to summarize the situation, we are, at least what I'm calling, in an irregular ecosystem. So some of the characteristics are there's a little bit of uncertainty of which areas to invest. Providers are unable to find customers, and technology readiness is unclear, and efficiencies are difficult to achieve. Now, I say that, but I've seen a real difference and movement in the market over the last probably 6 to 4 months, where we're moving very quickly and could potentially be in a developed or developing ecosystem. And why is this? Well, things like clarity on best practice is definitely coming to the forefront, and we've seen some good examples of this at the keynote speech today. The best tools for the purpose have been developed and are widely available. And I think what's a real step change for me, and talking to over 400 companies interested, involved in AR over the last year, is that the language is now being shared. I can speak to CTOs, CIOs, and CEOs, and they understand the benefits of AR. And I think that's a really important step and makes our life as augmented reality experts much easier. So we're really seeing a step difference. So ultimately, for AR to be successful, we all need to work together and to create this comprehensive ecosystem. So there's a really nice African proverb I often like to use at this stage. If you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Okay, so it's really important that we all come together. So what is the area doing to help create and support this comprehensive ecosystem? So let me explain a little bit about who, what, and why the area is needed. So we are a membership funded alliance helping to accelerate the adoption of enterprise AR by creating this comprehensive ecosystem. It's been created for innovative companies aspiring to invest in AR technology who need a better understanding of what tools are available, what the application possibilities, how to implement, and what's really important, the return on investment of AR. And they want the opportunity to learn, to co-innovate, to build partnerships for that long-term adoption. So the area at the highest level provides a free and open exchange of good practice, lessons learned, and technology insights, which will ultimately help enterprises effectively implement AR and create that long-term benefit. So here's a list of our current members. It's a global organization, so they're all around the world, and it's growing all the time. We'll just dive quickly into a bit more detail of what we're doing. So we have these 4 strategic pillars, and the first is around thought leadership. So the area creates, collects, and curates the latest AR technology and content. So not just news and blog articles, but use cases, case studies, technology white papers, return on investment analysis. It's a place where you can go and get all of this information. We also have events listing and basically what's going on in AR. It's like your one-stop shop for neutral enterprise AR information. And we've just launched a new portal as well, which allows us to do more on videos and using more latest technology. Obviously, there's networking opportunities. You know, I was organizer of this speaker track here. We meet at these meetings, and we're having a breakfast meeting tomorrow, 8 o'clock, so people want to come along and hear a bit more detail from the area members, what's going on. You're more than welcome. And we have a number of committees that I'll talk about in a minute, where there's opportunities to get together and talk about the issues of the industry. Another pillar is the educate, so we're looking to close that AR skills gap by supporting educational courses and research institutes to make sure that as this industry will take off, that we have the right skills and the right people to help develop it. So the other area, and a very important area, is reducing the barriers to adoption. So we have a number of area committees or groups that are focusing on a wide range of initiatives. The first one's research, and lucky to hear Christine, who is the chair of our research committee. It's basically allowing the members to propose research projects. And then the area members vote on it, and then we go ahead and resource and deliver those projects. So the first project we did at the end of 2016 was around security in wearables. Okay, kind of area when you try to implement AR into a big organization, the enterprise IT police are going to get you. So let's try and think about, or at least identify and research what the current status is. So we've done a really good piece of research on that, and if you come to the area stand, I have a management summary of that people are free to take away. We're now looking, so we had another research project. We had 11 different proposals from the members, and the project that got the most votes was around ROI, so an enterprise AR ROI calculator to start trying to build that information, allowing enterprises to put figures into it and get the ROI out. So it's a really important and good resource. So the research committee, we're looking to do 2 research projects a day. We have other capabilities where the members can work together to do research projects that the area will support. And that's all included within the area membership fees. The second one is around the requirements. So we have created a global set of AR requirements, both hardware and software, in collaboration with Procter & Gamble, Lockheed Martin, and Caterpillar. This is now available on the website, and we have a committee around building onto those requirements to adapt them into a changing marketplace and things like that. But the benefit is that enterprises can take these requirements, quickly deliver RFPs. It allows providers to look at the roadmap and help develop their roadmap based on these requirements. Another barrier to adoption is around safety. So the area members, again, working together to look at the current and potential issues around safety in AR. Let's document those. Let's start to work on potential solutions, and help break down that potential barrier to adoption. And then we have another committee around marketing, promoting the ecosystem, promoting the area, promoting what's happening in a neutral and informed way. We're also looking at developing new committees, potentially around security and other kind of areas to adoption, barriers to adoption. So we have a number of different membership categories. You could be a sponsor member, a contributor member, or if you're a non-commercial university, research institute, or such alike, we have a membership for that. Okay, so as I said, the area, I have a little table. Please feel free to come along and talk to me and make an introduction. I'd love to hear what you're doing. And I wish you a really great AWE. And thank you very much for listening.